Hello, hello, hello. Hey, peeps. Y'all, it's Dominique, and then it's Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. I'm in the building. They let me come back, y'all. Every time I think about it, and every time I look at my bosses, and I look at them to the left, to the right, and I think to myself, why do they keep letting me come back? I must be a lot of fun. And so you guys are listening to Party Time with Dom. If you don't recall, if you're just tuning in, this is your first time, my name is Dominique. I am owner of In-House Chefs, as well as founder of the Phoenix Journey. And the funny thing about me is that I deal with food all day long, but I don't cook, y'all. What I do is I get to eat, I taste test, and I make sure that the party keeps jumping and party is started. So what I do is really I'm just here for the fun. And so they thought it would be a really good idea to say, Dom, do you want to go ahead and have a show? And I said, heck yeah. And so here I am, Party Time with Dom. And what I do is I typically interview party starters. Those are my guests. The party starters are people who are in the events, the food, the entertainment. They do fun things, and I like to have fun with them. And so, you guys, I've had some really amazing guests come on in the last few weeks, if you've been tuning in, and I've got an amazing guest coming in today. So, let me tell you. Her name is Jamiece Spears. She is owner of Visionary Affairs, and she's a freaking badass rock star. Let me tell you. She does all kinds of great events. She does the wedding. She does the social events. She does corporate events, and I'm lucky to have her as a good friend. Now, she's supposed to be here in my studio. She ain't made it yet, but it's because I'm assuming she has been planning other people's events. I'm just going to say that. Okay. So I'm going to try to cover for her. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, she's going to be coming in very soon. And when she does, we got a lot of things to talk about. But again, what I do is what I talk about all the time is the events that's going on in the area, in our HKA area. We interview other business owners. We interview other just people who just love to be in guests and whatnot. But I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be amazing. So I want you guys to stick around, stay tuned as we come back. My hope is that Jamiece will show up and she'll be here, okay? Because again, my name is Dominique and it is Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. Hey gang, I'm back. It is Dominique on RadioKair. It's Party Time with Dom. And guess who showed up, y'all? It is Miss Jamiece Spears with Visionary Affairs, where she does weddings, social, and corporate events. And we're so grateful that she blessed us with her presence. She showed up finally.
How dare you make me sound late? And I'm like an event planner.
Well, hello to you too, Jamiece. Tell our audience hello first, and then you can roast me.
Hey guys, how are y'all? I hope y'all having a great day. Mm-hmm. I'm not late.
Okay,
ever.
That is fair.
Yeah.
When she is doing an event. Yes.
Right.
Of course. And that's all that matters. So I'm going to just go ahead and keep on eating my cereal because, my bananas and my peanuts. Because I love food and you guys already know I do. So I eat anytime there is food available to me. But we're also going to hear from Jamiece because we have so many great things to talk to you guys about. And you're right. Jamiece, you weren't late.
Thanks.
I may have told her a different time.
Always.
But whatever. Jamiece, tell us tell us a little bit about you. Like, how long you've been in this area. Tell us a little bit, like, what was your vision for Visionary Affairs? This is why I'm not a comedian, y'all. But go ahead. Jamiece, take it away.
Cool. So my name is Jamiece Spears, as Dom said. I have been in the Humboldt-Kingwood, Atascocita area probably now for 11-ish years. So my oldest daughter is almost 12. So 11-ish years. I started a Visionary Affairs after I got into a mind-blowing, life-changing accident. I had been running away from it for many, many years. My grandmother was a decorator, a caterer, a florist back in her day. And I ran. I was like, nope, I ain't doing that. No, I ain't doing that. No, And then, somebody hit my car and it flipped it twice, and
Oh my God.
my business was born 30 days later.
This is new information. This just in. I done found out that she was in it. I did not know this. I've known you for years and I did not know.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my God.
Somebody hit my car. They were dying to go into that McDonald's parking lot. Like that Big Mac could not wait.
Oh, good.
Sent my car airborne, flipped over twice, landed in the McDonald's parking lot. I walked out unscathed, no broken bones, no nothing, and Visionary Affairs was LLC'd 30 days later.
Wow. Big. I ain't never had something like, my flip.
Yeah.
And then, and say, you know what? I woke up and had a vision.
No.
And saw Visionary Affairs. That's not normal. No. But, okay, then that means it was destined to be. And
Yeah.
I'm a big believer of those things. So, when you created Visionary Affairs, what was your, again, vision
My vision.
for it and what it could be, what it should be, all of the things?
All things. So I think the biggest part of creating my business was the naming convention. Originally, I thought I was going to do weddings, and it went through lots of name iterations.
Oh.
Yeah, we started at festive occasions, hangouts with Jay. I had a Cuddlies by Jay, and it just didn't speak to me.
Cuddlies by Jace. Sounds pretty racy. I don't know.
Well, honestly, okay, so Cuddlies by Jay was like a small brand.
Oh God!
I crochet.
No, that's enough. That's enough.
I crochet.
I don't even know how the crochet hasn't. No.
Cuddlies blanket.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is not what I was thinking at all.
You the problem.
That
Not
was
me.
not what I was thinking.
Yeah. So,
This went left a little
left
bit.
real
Okay.
fast.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Backtrack. Try again.
Cool.
Keep going.
So Visionary Affairs was really, I didn't want to have events in my name, and I didn't want to have planner in my name. Those were two things I wanted to stay away from, and I also wanted to make sure that it moved in all the circles. An event by Visionary Affairs, a corporate event, an event socially by Visionary Affairs, and a wedding production by Visionary Affairs. So I wanted to make sure it moved in all of those different situations. So me and she is my business partner, and she is also my best friend. We're on the Secretary of State website just throwing in names to see if they stuck.
Oh.
And Visionary Affairs wasn't taken. We were like, done. Nothing super...
That's
like done. And so in my business, I go by the Chief Visionary Officer instead of the CEO.
She's Chief Visionary Officer.
Chief Visionary Officer.
CVO.
CVO.
I think that's what I'm gonna change my name to. Where's Bob? Because I'm gonna tell Bob that I need to be the CVO of Party Time with Dom. CVO.
I mean, it's dope.
But I think that's fun. I like that a lot, actually.
Branding.
I know. Okay, so we gon' change my name.
No.
No, I am.
It doesn't align with your brand.
Look.
Maybe
baby,
you need to be the Chief Party Officer.
I'm the CVO.
No, you're the CPO. Chief Party Officer.
Oh, I like that too.
Ah.
CPO of Party Time with Dom. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I love that. I think that's amazing. I think that's boss. So think that's amazing. Okay, so now when you go ahead and you are getting ready to plan, a big
shebang.
Yes, this big shebang bang. What is your obviously not want to give all your secrets, but what type of mode do you go into? Because you are truly getting ready to be the party time planner. I mean, you really could do my job, right? Like, because you are all things party time. You didn't have to say it like that.
Oh, sorry, my bad, dog.
She done put her little fingers up and everything was like a little bit.
Sorry,
party time with Dom. So,
sorry.
but when you go into having and planning an event saying, look, I'm trying to put on a party time with Dom experience, but it's like party time with Jamiece.
Right.
So when you go into that mode, what is your thought process? What does that planning thought process look like?
Planning thought process, actually, as simple and as basic as this sounds, is 5 senses. 5 senses. What do you want to see when you walk in? What do you want to smell? What do you want to feel? What do you want to what do you want to touch? Like your tablecloths, do you want them to be velvet? Do you want them to be chiffon? Do you want them, do you want them to have a little texture? And I got them to see, and taste is food.
Yes.
So it's a 5 sense experience.
I'm not going to lie. You should really coin that.
I know, right? It's good, right?
Because I'm about to take it.
Of course you are.
Okay, so, because I want all the 5 senses. So, all of a sudden, I'm going to be like, party time with Dom. And, make sure all your 5 senses are tantalizing. No? Okay. Moving forward. So, going through all the 5 senses, that's a really genius thought process. I think I like it. So, if you're going to go through all of those things, now we need to talk about then what do you go about? How do you go about putting the meat on those little bitty bones? You know what I mean? To make them a big
bone.
So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna come right back in just a few, y'all. So again, I'm gonna come back with Jamiece Spears with Visionary Affairs, where she does weddings, social, and corporate events. But we're gonna take a quick break. You guys know what time it is. It is Dominique with Party Time with Dom on RadioKair. All right, gang, I am back. It is Dominique with Party Time with Dom, and I'm still hanging out with your girl, Jamiece Spears, with Visionary Affairs, where she does weddings, social, and corporate events. So we are just talking about when she goes into planning her big shindigs and her shebang bangs, that she talks about the 5 senses, all the 5 senses. And I just thought to myself, there was a couple senses that I was like, I've never thought that too deep into it, And so she's going to give us a couple of those senses that she needs to have. But I also just want to be able to shout out to a little engineer in the back. If you could see him, his name is John. Big John. Say hello to the people. That's why we don't let him come out very often, because he don't know how to act right. But nonetheless, let's go back to Jamiece. Now, see, I'm telling you, this show can be all over the place. We have a good time anytime, and I'm going to be honest with you, the next time I have something, a tea in my drink, is going to be something stronger.
I feel you.
Okay. So, however, Jamiece, take us through 2 of those that we should really consider, or no, just take us through 2 of those that you consider when it comes to planning your big events. Those senses.
The 2 senses that I focus on the most are, what do you see, and what do you taste?
Well, I thought we were talking about what about that smell?
Smell too, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's really sight. It's really, what do you see?
Okay, well, we're going to throw a third one, because I love
you. You want to talk about sound?
No, because I want to know what do you want to smell, because she told me, she was like, I like to, focus on what you smell. And I said, you want me to light a candle? You want me to spray some Febreze?
No, but have you ever walked into a situation and your nose
and it didn't smell good?
Right.
Yes.
And you're like,
yes, in my kids' bedrooms, in their closet with the shoes.
So imagine if you walked into an event with 200 people and you walked in, you're like,
yes, everybody wears shoes.
Everybody wears shoes.
Yes, I think that's important.
So smell, I think of it more from are you into flowers? Do you like roses? Do you like sunflowers? Do you like calla lilies? Do you like tulips? They all smell different.
What if I want a rustic look?
Then you want wood.
Okay, well, then it makes me think I'm going to set it on fire, like a bonfire. Or
That's illegal at most venues.
Okay, and if I smell like hay, I'm going to think I'm on a farm.
Maybe you like farm.
There are some that do.
There are.
You
do not.
Do not.
You don't strike me as that type.
But I am not a hater.
Me neither.
I am not a judger.
Me neither.
Not judgy at all. Do not bring me hail. Okay, hey, or whatever. Yeah. So, okay. Got it. So that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Smells.
For sure.
I never really thought that far into it, but now every time I walk into an event or a venue
you're going to think about it.
I'm going to take a deep
and see if it stinks.
No, my lung capacity is not.
See if it stinks.
Good. Okay. What else should we be thinking about when you
sight and taste?
Sight.
People, what you see.
Okay.
So when you walk in, what do you want to see? Do you want to see purple, gold, orange, flower, sunset, peacock. What do you want to see? Do you want your tables to be draped up and dripped out in gold? Ooh. Or do you want a simple table, classy, minimal effects, that's white, maybe with like pink accents? What do you see? Do you see tall centerpieces? Do you see your centerpieces varied? What do you see when you walk into this space? When you picked this venue, you had a certain sight, you had a certain vision when you picked this venue. What did you see? Did you see yourself walking down the aisle, cat a corner? Did you see yourself walking straight down, throwing petals at people? What did you see?
Oh, that's a lot of deep. Oh, that's a lot of thought. Oh, you make my head hurt. But I'm all about the party.
Yeah.
Because as far as I'm concerned, I just want to have a good time.
So you care about the taste. You care about what you're going to eat.
Okay.
And maybe drink.
I do.
So,
I do care a lot.
A lot
about
lot.
what I eat and drink. Yes. Hey,
Yes.
you ain't been in the food business as long as I have and not care about what you're eating and what you're drinking.
For
So,
sure.
I
And
think
that's something that people remember.
Did y'all hear that? Because, look, I am not going to toot my own horn or, think about myself, but toot. People do care about what they taste, so make sure you have good people that you know that the food is going to taste good.
Good.
InHouseChefs.com. Okay, go ahead.
Shameless plug.
That was a very shameless. I didn't mean it.
Shameless.
I didn't mean it.
However, comma.
Yes, however.
Comma. Now, I've gone to galas where the food all came back to the kitchen, fully plated. Nobody touched it.
Yes.
And I've been to other galas where all we're doing is collecting plates.
Yes.
Because the plates is empty.
You ain't got to scrape them.
You just making it do what it do.
Right.
That's
because
it.
When your food is great,
That's
you know what time
mic
it
drop.
is. Mic drop.
Mic drop.
I feel that.
Right.
So, okay. So I like that. I like that a lot. Now you're talking about like some bigger events and things that you are doing all the bells and whistles to make sure that people like me, because I'm a party goer, you are a party starter, I'm a
Yes.
party goer, right? And so you're making sure that I have a good time.
Right.
Whoop, whoop, raise the roof, whatever, whatever they do. Floss.
No flossing.
We don't floss.
We don't floss anymore.
Oh, dang.
No.
God, I'm so old.
It's okay. We still love you for it.
Thank you.
No props.
So, but what about if I'm planning my own little shindig at my house? If I'm planning something at my house, I don't necessarily, need a party. And I'm not saying you don't do house
Right.
planning. It's
Right.
just, but if it's like a small little
thingy?
little thing, like, ooh,
Right.
you would come over and hang out, you and your friend.
And me and my friends, we could be friends.
Yes. How small should it be, versus how big should it be before I hire somebody like you? What do you think?
I think the same rules apply when they're a small party. Taste, because people want to have good
Yes,
food.
I agree.
And if it's at your house, smell really matters because
Now that's what. Look, I'm telling you right now,
kids,
we about to
their
get
shoes,
some. We about
dogs,
to get some,
et cetera, et cetera.
some diffusers going on.
Right.
I don't know. It might smell like sage. It might smell like like roses. It might.
Wood?
I don't know.
What's it? What's it?
Paninis.
Oh. Paninis are sandwiches.
Peonies.
Paninis are sandwiches.
That's what I said.
Sure.
I said what I said. So, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as size, I think that is completely up to you.
Okay.
I
But
think
how big? Like, at what point should I be like, oh my gosh, I need Jamiece?
I think if you're getting to like the 40s, 50s, 60s, you may want to hire a planner.
okay,
You may want to hire a planner.
So she said 50, so I'm gonna have 39 people.
If you think you can solidly handle 39 people and
Yeah.
be able to enjoy your event, that's the kicker.
Oh, that was huge! Oh my goodness! Say it
That's
for the people in the
kicker.
back.
That's
Say it for the people in the back.
If
Please.
you think you can plan the event
Yes.
and enjoy the event,
That right there.
that's where the defining
And I think
line
that
is.
that's a big deal. So we are going to come back because I really want to hone on that again, because you're right. It is all about enjoying yourself as you are entertaining your guests. And I do want to get into, because some people really do want to entertain, but they also want to enjoy themselves, and they may be on a budget or whatever. Let's talk about it. So again, we're going to come back with Jamiece Spears with Visionary Affairs, where she does weddings, social, and corporate events. She's going to teach us how to do it. But again, my name is Dominique, and it's Party Time with Dom on Radio KAIR. We'll be back.